Now it's time for Teacher Talk, James's thoughts and insights into teaching international students.
I'm very happy to have with us today Omar and Abby from, I'm going to try my Spanish here, Instituto Anglosajón, correct?
Correct.
Did I get your school name right? Okay. They're a language school just outside of Veracruz, Mexico, in Terra Blanca. And I really want to thank Omar and Abby for joining us today. Welcome to the James Rice Show.
Thank you.
All right. So, Omar, now you started the language school in Mexico. When did you start it?
So maybe we're talking about 8 years ago.
Wow, 8 years ago. And why did you decide to start your own language school in Mexico?
So first of all, because I could see that many people need it. That's why we started. And it was difficult when we were planning this, but now it's working well.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. How many students do you have?
Right now we have around 800 students.
Wow, that's amazing. In all ages?
Yeah, different ages.
From beginner, like kids, to adults?
Yeah.
Wow, fantastic. Congratulations. Now, what do you guys think are the biggest challenges for Mexican students learning English?
So it's really difficult for them learning English in Mexico because they are not in the environment. So when they want to practice, it's really hard to find somebody who speaks English.
Sure.
So that's the first challenge.
Right, of course. Always that's a big challenge. What other technical aspects do Mexican students have problems with?
Well, I think the language barrier that our students experience is that we have many expressions, many different ways to express certain things that English doesn't have. So it is kind of difficult to have them understand that not everything is translated, and the expressions we use in Spanish are not the expressions we're going to use in English. So we try to...
Could you give me an example of one of those?
Of course. Let me think of one quick. Well, in Spanish, we have a word that is called confianzudo. And this refers to a person that is too familiar with you in the way they treat you. But in English, there isn't an exact word for that.
Maybe like a confidant.
Kind of like that, but a confidant is somebody that you really trust, right?
Yeah. But it doesn't translate.
Is somebody that just talks to you in a very familiar way, even if they don't know you. Kind of respectful.
I see. Interesting. Okay, sorry. Yeah. What other challenges do Mexican students have?
Well, like Omar said, they're not in the environment, so they don't get to go outside of their houses and practice English. Our education system is not based on our students learning the language. So like they are advancing levels from first to second to third grade, and they learn English like they have English in their class as a subject, but they are very repetitive, like they learn the same things over and over again, so the topics are never cleared because the focus is not for them to actually speak English. As it is in other countries where students may be in their own school and they are learning the language as it is. And in Mexico, we're just very behind on the English education, our own schools.
Now, one of the technical problems that I've noticed with Mexican speakers who are trying to learn English is the different tenses. They tend to speak in the simple present tense, and they have trouble switching between the different tenses, especially present perfect.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. How do you guys help them with that?
So first we try to explain them in Spanish. That way they are gonna relate it to the way to say it in English. So it's really difficult because they don't understand why in English has to change. In Spanish, it's really easier for them, of course, but it's really difficult for us to explain that.
Yeah, it's difficult for us, many teachers, to explain that too.
Yeah, right.
That's for sure. That's for sure. Now, but you, of course, you guys are using the study at textbooks, right?
Well, we actually don't. We
What? Oh, you should get it for your teachers. Now, yeah, go ahead, Abby.
that's part of the reason Anglo-Sajon works so well, because our focus for our students is to learn in a very interactive and dynamic way. We focus on them being able to make their own sentences based on the structures that we teach them. So we're talking that by the end of 3 to 4 months, they're able to make their own sentences and they're able to express what they need to say. And with a textbook, we feel that we are very limited to what the textbook is telling us to teach. So our classes are very open to what the student needs to learn, what the student wants to learn how to say in English. And because they're learning what they need, it's easier for them to speak it faster.
And I have heard some of Omar's students, they are, and Abby's students, they are amazing. They really speak well. So, you know, it's working for your students, whatever you guys are doing. It's really great. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, for teachers that are listening out there, and maybe they're thinking about working in Mexico, what advice would you have? How could they, you know, get down to Mexico to work for a school such as Instituto Anglo-Sajon?
Well, the first thing definitely would be you really gotta love what you do. And because that's part of what we preach here at Anglo, we focus on our teachers loving the fact that they are sharing the knowledge that they have. Because it's not just teaching, it's sharing what we know about English and motivating another person to speak a different language, to explore a different culture. And I also recommend learning the language that they're going to be teaching, not just English, but the language that the students speak. That way, it's easier for them to relate the language the students speaks to English.
Is there any issues with visas, or how would they go about teaching in terms of visa and things like that, Omar? Do you know anything about that?
No, really.
No, you've never hired a foreign teacher?
We have never.
Never.
Okay, well, they're looking for one, right?
We're definitely open to it, yes.
All right. Well, it would be cool to teach down there. And what type of students are you teaching? Why are they learning English?
Most of them know that they are going to use in the future. So I think it's like everybody. They want to learn because they would like to get a good job in the future.
Okay, yeah, for their jobs, absolutely. And TOEFL is very popular down there still?
Of course. In fact, we have TOEFL.
TOEFL courses, yeah. And
Yeah.
Is that still what employers look for, or is IELTS or Cambridge? What are the popular tests for employers?
Mexico, TOEFL. So anyway, we are working on IELTS, but here you are going to hear more about TOEFL.
TOEFL is still number one in Mexico.
Yeah.
It's been number one for a long time down there. Of course, in North America, kind of IELTS, well, especially Canada, IELTS has been improving in terms of the numbers there, and TOEFL hasn't. All right, I can't stop the interview without asking you one question, what do you guys think about Donald Trump?
He's our friend.
He's your friend?
So in my case, as I told you before, I think he's not really wrong. I think he is protecting his country. So he only wants us to do everything legal. So that's why I couldn't say that he's wrong in my case. I think he's trying to do something good for his country.
Yeah, and do things legally, right?
Of course.
Right. Abby, do you want to say anything?
Well, I also don't have a wrong opinion about him. I don't agree with him being a celebrity and then turning into a president. But the United States does motivate people to tell them that they can be anything they want. So he grew up to be a president after being a celebrity.
Yeah, and how do the students feel? I mean, towards Trump, I'm sure it's a big topic of conversation in your school. I mean, there must be a lot of students talking about him.
I guess he's a very controversial person. He has said many things about our country and people from our country, and I do find it offensive. But I also think he is very ignorant of many things, very ignorant of our culture and the reasons why many people move to his country. And because he's ignorant of that, his opinions are based on ignorance. And I'm sure if he knew better, he wouldn't say the things he has said. And our students have mentioned in classes or when we have debates about this topic, they're not very happy with his opinions towards us, but they are sure that he's doing everything he can for his country.
And do they still want to go to America? Do they still want to travel there and maybe study there?
I love going to Canada. I'm interested in...
They want to go to Canada?
Yeah. They're very motivated. Let me tell you that most of our students, when they come and enroll to our classes, their number one motivation is going to Canada one day.
Okay. Even though it's cold.
Yeah.
Even though it's cold.
All right. Well, that's fantastic. Thank you guys so much for joining us today on the James Rice Show. It was an absolute pleasure chatting with you.
Thank you. See ya.
Have you downloaded the Study It ESL textbooks yet for your classroom? The Study It textbooks are the first ever digital and interactive textbooks. Once downloaded, Wi-Fi is no longer required. Each book contains video and audio exercises, detailed grammar keynotes, reading and writing assignments, and amazing speaking projects. Grammar, conversation, pronunciation, business English, and listening textbooks are available. Visit www.studyitbooks.com for more information.